Okay, class, we are live Zooming with Ezra Bloomberg, 16-year-old pilot of the Nina 1. Ezra, you are live with our physics class where our students are trying to do the mind-boggling math for how this journey happened. Ezra, can you walk us through?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Nice chessboards and model rockets back there. Okay, so Mars and Earth orbit the Sun at different speeds, like this. I'll screen share. Yeah, they get very close to each other at times and are on the opposite side of the Sun at others, more or less. We launch as they're approaching, and with our new nuclear booster system, we get from Earth to Mars in its closest window in about a month or so, like right here. Well, we'll have traveled at Mach a lot most of the way, and then feel Martian gravity in a few days when we'll orbit the planet twice, like this, and then set up for landing at Elon Field right over here.
Well, this is truly amazing. Historic. Questions, kids?
I do. How did you get your parents to, let you go? Mine won't let me go to the grocery store alone.
Well, they just trusted in God. Yeah, I know that sounds weird to some of you, but we had a serious talk. They knew I was sincere, and we prayed on it, and, we believe in the technology. Like Einstein says, God does not play dice.
Ooh, me.
Yes, Liza?
How did you get to fly this on your own? Oh my God, you're barely older than me.
Oh, well, when I was very young, my mom and dad encouraged me to just get better and better at math. The rule was that any textbook that I'd complete, they'd buy for me. So as long as I passed the final exams on the math and physics textbooks, they bought me as many as I wanted. It was great. And yeah, I wanted a lot of them.
So you like math? That was the big reward? If you were good at math, you got more math?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why did you have to ask for math? Didn't your school just offer it?
Well, yeah, they did for a while, but there was the big fight at a school board thing, and basically a bunch of parents didn't want their kids to feel bad because they weren't all that great at math. So they just shut down the calculus part. Now, I was 12 when all this was happening, but it was still a problem.
So wait, what do you mean? There were all these smart kids who wanted calculus and the parents forced the school to not offer it?
Yeah, kinda, pretty much.
So that's like if we had an Olympic swimmer who won everything for our school, we'd shut down the swim team so he couldn't win, so then the slow kids wouldn't feel bad? You're serious? For real?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, that was basically exactly what happened.
Well, that just sucks.
How did you pay for pilot school? Isn't that super expensive?
Well, when I was little, I earned minutes of video game time by solving math problems. And it turned out my parents were actually giving me Bitcoin mining problems. So yeah, my parents bought their second home on my first grade efforts. My 10% commission for doing all that Bitcoin mining for them, yeah, all that money was spent on pilot lessons.
So you were a Bitcoin miner at age 10?
Well, I was, but I didn't really realize what I was doing. I just solved the problems, and then my rewards got better and better. They bought me, quote, video games, unquote, and then I wanted to make my own video games, so they got me a classroom seat at Stanford in the comp sci department and the physics grad programs, so, I could move faster with really smart people.
At 10. Wow. Kids, let that sink in.
So if you weren't a space pilot, what would you have done?
Oh, I don't know. For a second I thought about being an NFL quarterback, but the odds and the money and the math, well, didn't exactly pencil out,
How do you mean?
Well, if you're in the top 100 or so football players in the world, you get 3 or 4 or 5 years in the NFL and you make really good money. But if you're even just a tiny notch below there, you're coaching high school football for 70 grand a year and bitter and angry all the time like Mr. Johnson. Yeah, him.
Huh. Yeah, that actually sounds like a terrible bet with your career.
Right, but in my work here as a pilot, well, if I didn't make it to, this mission core seat, well, then I think I could have always designed next generation rockets for SpaceX or maybe, well, really, truly the worst, I could have had a rewarding career as a test pilot, flying military planes or whatever. Or, I don't know, maybe a hedge fund manager. Ugh. Well, the other reason on the non-NFL quarterback thing was that, well, sports just aren't all that cool anymore, at least in my world. Now with the whole mandatory outcome fairness thing, if I earn a win, I want to be able to enjoy the prize of winning.
Ezra, can you drill down on that a bit? Some of us don't really understand. How do you mean?
Yeah, well, I was a pretty good swimmer as a kid, and I wanted to win gold medals like Michael Phelps. But I watched the congressional hearing with Dad, and...
Elizabeth Warren's fairness hearing.
Yeah, that one. When she told Michael, "You have too many medals," and then forced him to give back like 90% of them. Well, for me, swimming as a sport then, it was done.
Okay, the pendulum might be swinging in the other direction, but moving right along. So what do you worry about most then in your seat?
Worry?
Yeah, like Martians? Do you worry about Martians attacking you?
Oh dear. Hey, I gotta go.
Warning. 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 Warning.
If he's single,